Thank you for joining us in Getting Virginia Back to Work. And to help you out, here are 10 steps to rock a virtual job fair. Step 1 is registration. When registering, it's important that you make sure you complete the registration process accurately, especially when entering your personal information such as email address and phone number. Also, bookmark or save the event page. Just in case of a technical error, you can always go back to the beginning of the process. You should also ensure that you receive a confirmation inside of your inbox. Pay special attention to the email and look for additional instructions on what you may need to do next. Also, find your virtual link. This may require additional action, such as downloading a particular piece of software or registration on a third-party video chat platform such as Google Meet or Zoom. You can also set a calendar reminder with the date and time of the event. Please include your virtual link in the notes section so that you'll have access to it, and set up a reminder just for a few days prior and the day prior and possibly even 2 hours before the start of the event so you won't forget. Step 2 is do your homework. Make sure you check back often for updates regarding that event, such as employers registered or maybe even a date change. Even though you'll be attending from home, take this event seriously. Research the employers that will be in attendance. You can research the employers' websites, job boards, online newspapers, business journals, LinkedIn, and other social media accounts. Take very detailed notes so you can impress the employer with your knowledge of their organization, their mission, and the actual position you're applying for. Also, review the job openings to determine which positions you are most qualified for. Come up with a game plan. Which employers do you want to visit first? Which positions are you interested in? What questions do you have for that particular employer? Also, take the time to familiarize yourself with the virtual platform being used. Do your research, and if possible, do a test run using that platform. You want to make sure your equipment, whether it's cell phone, computer, or tablet, is capable of supporting the software being used, and download any necessary updates to make it work smoothly on your device. Check your microphone, your camera, and your speakers or headphone to ensure they work properly. Step 3 is prepare your resume. Remember, some platforms will allow you to upload your resume prior to or during the event. In order to make the best impression, ensure that you have an up-to-date, concise, and proofread resume. Tailor your resume to the positions that you're interested in. It is highly recommended to have multiple versions of your resume to address different positions. Please reach out to your local workforce center for assistance and guidance on preparing your resume. If you have profiles on various job boards such as LinkedIn, the Virginia Workforce Connection, Indeed, Monster, Career Builder, make sure your information is up to date and accurately reflects your knowledge, skills, and abilities. Step 4 is prepare and practice your elevator pitch. Now remember, an elevator pitch is a succinct and persuasive sales pitch. In this case, your sales pitch is you. You'll want to consider the following: how you're going to introduce yourself. Why are you interested in this company? What types of positions are you seeking? How is your previous work experience relevant? And what do you plan on asking the representatives at the virtual career fair? Keep your sales pitch brief, and remember, practice, practice, practice. Step 5 is to prepare your setup. Please make sure you check your internet connection and ensure that your battery is charged or your computer is plugged in and ready to go. Remember, employers prefer to do video chat instead of text chat with prospective candidates. Also, use a desktop or a laptop computer versus a phone or tablet to give the best camera quality and to avoid shaky video. Also, make sure that you have a clutter-free area free of junk. You must choose a quiet, distraction-free, and private location. If one is not available, ensure you use headphones so you can hear everything going on. In addition, if you're using a virtual background, make sure it presents clearly. It is better to use a blank wall than to have a virtual background that's distracting. Step 6 is to prepare yourself. Dress for success. Select a professional attire based on the industry you're seeking work in, just as you would do for an in-person hiring event or an in-person interview. Take this event seriously. Present yourself professionally and show these employers that you're very serious about your employment search. Wearing professional attire is going to help put you in the right mindset for the event, and it will also boost and show your confidence. Make sure you're on time by logging in 10 to 15 minutes early. You'll likely have to wait to be connected. However, being early, it allows you to conduct last-minute checks of your camera, your microphone, your speakers, and your appearance. And be ready to put yourself out there. Step 7, presenting professionally at the event. A few things to remember. Keep your audio muted unless you are speaking to eliminate outside noise or feedback. When using the chat features, communicate professionally. Shorthand, such as LOL or OMG or emoticons, or even any type of internet or text slang is completely unacceptable. Pay attention to your body language. Sit up straight in your chair. Make sure your camera is positioned to allow for direct eye contact and keep hand gestures to a minimum. Refrain from multitasking or talking to others in your workspace or in your home or in your room where you have your camera set up. This could be distracting to the employer and it could be perceived as rude. Make sure you speak clearly, and although virtual platforms appear to be less formal, be sure to be polite and address employers by their proper titles, Mr., Ms., or Doctor. Step 8, make the most of the event. If you need to take a break between visiting employers, let the host know so they can place you in the virtual waiting room or give you instructions. Turn off your camera and ensure that your microphone is muted. Take notes. Have paper and pen at hand during the virtual career fair so that you can jot down interesting and important information that you hear. Use your notes to help you formulate personalized thank you notes to each employer that you correspond with. Also, don't hesitate to offer a copy of your resume, either sending it through a chat feature or other preferred method that the employer or the recruiter manning the room wants. Ask their preference. Also, take down the recruiter's contact information by asking, what is the best way I can follow up with you? Step 9 is to send a thank you. Using the best method of contact you were provided during your conversation with the recruiters, send a thank you note the following day. An email, a phone call, or even a handwritten thank you letter is appropriate. Thank them for their time and mention anything you may have forgotten during the event. Your personalized thank you note is a way for you to refresh the recruiter's memory of you and remind them why you're a great candidate, why you're interested in their company, and the skills and experience that make you someone their company can benefit from. Hopefully, your thank you note will help keep your name and resume at the top of their mind. Step 10, follow up and stay in touch. If you've promised any documents, make sure that you send these documents within 24 to 48 hours after the event. Also, consider adding the recruiter to your LinkedIn connections and staying in touch with them periodically. Here are some additional resources that can help you be successful during a virtual career event. Remember, visit your local Virginia Career Works office where you can get in touch with individuals that can assist you with your job search.